Good evening, folks. Good evening, folks. It's your bro, Richie here again. Today's video is now another extended video. I believe it's the second extension, I don't know. On the, Cadillac Eldorado. I'm still on the 11th generation. I'm on the 1989 version. So, before I continue on, make sure you guys like the video, subscribe, comment down below what you guys think, hit the notification bell, and hit all so later to make brand new uploads. Okay, so without any further ado, let's continue on to our left after. So here we go. Gone were the gone were the 14-inch wheels, as the previously optional 15-inch snowflake style aluminum wheel introduced the previous year was made standard for the base Eldorado. A compact CD player, so a CD disc player, or just disc player, whatever the heck you want to call it. So CD disc player, available only with the available only with the DBGS, so the Delco Bose, so Bose Gold Series music system was a new option that year. So a new option that year. Sorry, a new option that year. So a new option that year. As were revisable floor mats and gold-plated ornamentation, such as the Cadillac grille and trunk scripts, sail panel ornaments, decklit motor plaque, trunk lock mats, trunk lock cover. It's a compact CD player, a compact CD player available only with the Delco Boss Gold Series or DBGS music system, was a new option that year, as were revisable floor mats and gold-plated ornamentation, such as the Cadillac grille and trunk scripts, sail panel ornaments, decklit motor plaque, trunk lock, so decklit motor plaque, trunk lock cover, taillight emblems, and available wire wheel cover, wreath, and crest. New standard items included an express down module for the driver's window. Hold on. Started by now, so for the driver's window, so driver's window, electronic oil life indicator system, a more a more power, powerful uh Delco Delco Freedom 2 Delco Freedom Delco Freedom 2 battery revised factory warranty, and GM's pass so passive passive automotive pa- passive automotive passive automotive security system, key theft theft deterrent system, which activated the fuel system based upon a coded pellet. So coded pellets. So pellets within the ignition key. Previously optional optional option optional items. So optional items that are now added as standard equipment included a cassette player with was a cassette player with graphic graphic equalizer, remote fuel filler door release, and front license plate mounting to deplete existing warehouse stock. Warehouse stock. The brushed chrome lower body side accent molding. So accent molding optional through last year was added as standard equipment for 1989. Revamped moldings would appear in 1990. New high gloss bird's eye maple trim, replacing the satin finished um, American walnut used from 86 to 88 on the instrument panel. So both instrument panel and console was standard on the Eldorado Biarritz, and a $245 option on the base Eldorado, so the standard one. The full convertible roof option, roughly simulating a convertible top, was offered in limited color choices. Prices rose to $26,738, which last year was an equivalent to $67,825 back in 2024. Last year, production slipped slightly to 27,807. That's including 7,000, so 7,100, and 7,174. 7,174 Biarritz models. Similarly the restyled Buick Riviera grew 11 inches that. So similarly the restyled Buick Riviera grew 11 inches 11 inches that year, and had a production increase from 8,625 cars in 1988 to a whopping 21,189 cars back in 1989. Next is 1990s. So the end of the very late 80s and the start of the very early 90s. Here we go. Hold on. There we go. So, God. How much better I got? 5%. Jesus Christ. Alright, so we got 1990. Here we go. A driver's side airbag was introduced as standard equipment. Deleting the telescoping steering column, but retaining tilting capability. So it's capable of it to tilt, like side to side, sometimes like that. So, but retaining tilt capability. So, but retaining tilt capability. Where cruise controls had been previously mounted on a center of the steering wheel, the airbag required a smaller diameter steering wheel, and controls moved to the turn signal lever. A touring coupe, or TC trim level for short, was introduced later in the model year. a new multi-port fuel injection replaced the throttle body style for the MY88, and horsepower increased, thankfully, from 155 to 180 horsepower. So that's 25 horsepower more than what it had as standard. I mean, it's not so much, but it is a good power increase, but so not too bad. Getting close to 200 horsepower, so not too bad. So requiring premium gas, so premium fuel or gasoline, whatever you want to call it. The front suspension stabilizer. So stabilizer shaft was revised. Snowflake alloy wheels were standard with an optional cast aluminum wheel design, not available with the touring suspension pack. And the tire jack received a dedicated carpeted storage compartment in the trunk. Interior revisions for 1990 included new molded seat trim panels, front bucket seats featuring both additional lateral support, so lateral and lumbar support. So lateral support and lumbar support, French seams, and revised front headrests. So revised front headrests. Full leather upholstery, formerly both leather and cloth. So formerly both leather and cloth. So leather and cloth became standard on became standard on the bearded trim um, level. So bearded trim level, and the base model lost their seat back map pockets, like the pockets where people just keep like their maps and all that kind of stuff. They got rid of those. The optional car cellular phone, like the cars where like the cars where they keep like phones, like some BMWs and all that kind of stuff, like the 840, I think. Or 850, I think, is one of those V12 cars that was in Top Gear 2011. Had like the car phone attached to it. Where is that? So the optional cellular, so interior revisions for 1990 included new molded seat trim panels, front bucket seats, featuring additional both lateral and lumbar support. Lateral and lumbar support, French seams, and revised front headrests. Full leather upholstery, formerly both leather and cloth, became standard on the bearded trim level, and the base model lost their seatback map pockets. The optional cellular phone was no longer available, and the vinyl center armrest was revised. Excuse me. The electronic climate control, or the ECC revised. So ECC received both three automatic, so three, three automatic, and two manual settings. So total of five settings. In total. So five settings in total. So both three automatic and two manual settings. The optional leather, or the leather upholstery pack for the base model. For the base model, now included a power passenger seat recliner. So power passenger seat recliner, power passenger seat recliner. Say seat recliner. 1990 models. So 90s models incorporated the former Dorado option pack as standard equipment, including revised carpeted floor mats. What else? Body color door edge guards. So I can see on the edge of like the door guards. So body colored door edge guards. So it's like the kind of like the lists or something. I don't know. What you see on the side of the door. It's like the trim pieces technically. Illuminated driver. So illuminated driver and passenger. Illuminated driver and passenger visors. Trunk mat, and an illuminated entry system. Previously optional equipment. So previously optional equipment became standard equipment. So it became standard, including both the rear window defogger with heated outside mirrors, So heated outside mirrors and body side accent striping. Um, New options included a central unlocking feature from the outside door locks using the key added to the automatic added to the automatic added to the automatic door locks for model year 1990. The rear deck lid carried a port port fuel injection emblem featured a chrome handle above the license above so featured a chrome handle above the license plate opening and rear safety reflectors moved from the body onto the panel below the deck lid. A charcoal color vinyl striping accented the chrome bumper, both the chrome bumper and body moldings, while the front bumper guards changed from by so while the front bumper guards changed from body color to charcoal. So charcoal, like the same kind of charcoal color that they use for like fires, like barbecue fires and all that kind of stuff. That's the kind of color. So MSRP, manufacturer state retail price. So manufacturer state retail price for the base for a base 1990 Eldorado 1990 Eldorado was 28,885, which is less than 29-30 grand. Last year that would have been an equivalent of up to 69,500, so $69,520. So last year would have been like less than 70 grand. And for the Biarritz trim level, an additional $3,180, which is around $3,200. Not too bad. Which last year that would have been an equivalent of up to 7,654. Well, less than $7,700. So $7,700 in 2024 last year. Production dropped. So production dropped to just 22,291 cars. So 22,291 cars. Less than 22,300 cars. So less than 22,300 cars. If you add an extra 9 to it, about 33 so 33.3% of about 33.3% of which were the Biarritz pack and 1507 were the Eldorado Touring Coupe pack. Last one is 1991, and then I got the production totals, and then I'll end it there for tonight. Well, got one more left, and then boom, that'll be the end of the Eldorado. Okay, so last one is officially 1991, and then I got the production totals from these 6 years of these cars from the 11th generation, from the Gen 11 Eldorado. Alright, so let's not get too carried away. Let's do this thing. So last one, 1991. Here we go. 91 91 was the 91 was the final 91 was the final year, final year for the Gen 11 El Dorado. New that year, so new this year. Well, that year, new that year was Cadillac's new, so new 4.9 liter 302 port fuel injected V8 motor with GM's with GM's 4T60 4T so 4T60 so 4T60-E electronically controlled 4-speed. Presumably that might be either automatic or is it a manual. So 4-speed gearbox. The Caddy exclusive VCC viscous converter clutch provided smoother shifting under hard acceleration. Motor controls were monitored. Motor controls were monitored by the GMP4. So GMP4. So GMP4. So GMP4 PCM powertrain control module. And what else? And on board 64 kilobyte computer. Say 64 kilobyte computer. So 64 kilobyte computer. A new exhaust setup. A new exhaust setup with a wider catalytic converter. Converter reduced restriction by about 38%, while Redup's like 40%. Not too bad from 1990. While the 0 to 60 speed, 0 to 60 mile an hour speed went from 9 seconds in 1990 to 8.2 seconds for 1991. So slightly faster than the previous year. Well, by about 0.8 of a second faster, but still pretty slow, but not too bad. 8.2 seconds for 1991. It's pretty fast back at that time. Not bad for 1991. Revised motor mounts decreased both cabin noise and vibration. What else? Adaptive suspension marketed as CCR, computer command ride, automatically adapted the suspension mode to vehicle speed for both improved handling and ride comfort. This system was standard on the El Dorado and optional on most on most other Caddy models. The Bosch 2 anti-lock braking or ABS system. So the Bosch 2 ABS. So the Bosch 2 ABS system, previously a $925 option, was made standard, as well as a more powerful 140 amp alternator. As well as a more powerful 140 amp alternator. A 309 or 310,000, not thousand, sorry. So 309 will round up $310 electrically heated windshield. Electrically heated windshield was a new option, as was the security pack, which is on a base Eldorado, a $480 option, or no charge on either the Biarritz or Touring Coupe. In other words, those two are just completely free of charge. Both the Biarritz or the Touring Coupe, so basically free of charge. Which now included remote keyless entry. Usually those things will just not really work that well, depending on what kind of car you have. Along with automatic door locks with central unlocking. So it has like central locking or something. I don't know. A $480 theft deterrent system, or TDS theft deterrent system was also optional on the base Eldorado, and available for no charge, so for free on either the Biarritz or Touring Coupe. The windshield washer system was revised. Base price for the 91 Eldorado was $31,245. So $31,245. Last year that would have been an equivalent of up to $75,200. So 2024, that would have been an equivalent of up to $75,200 last year. A $2,400, almost a $2,500 increase for 1990. Several items became no charge, so basically free options on the base Eldorado, including either a full vinyl roof covering, or a full convertible look. Well, it says cabriolet, so convertible look roof. And otherwise, $1,095 or $1,100. So $1,100 option. So $1,100 option. Leather upholstery with power passenger recliner, and the Delco Bose sound system, available with either a CD or a cassette player. So either a CD or a cassette player. For 1991, the 2050, $4,733 option in 2024, Touring Coupe, and the $3,180 Biarritz trim packs in $3,180 Biarritz trim packs included both a power moon roof, and the Delco Bose stereo system. Delco Bose stereo system. So stereo system at no additional charge. So in other words, they're just completely free. So at no additional charge. 1991. So 91 marked the final year. So 91 marked the final year for the Eldorado Biarritz. Production dropped to just 16,212, including 16,212. So 16,212, including 2,249, 2,250 touring coupe models. The lowest for any Eldorado model since 1966. Okay, so last up before I end it, we'll wrap it up for tonight, is the production totals for the 11th generation Eldorado. God, I'm just wobbling crazy because I'm just so tired right now. I just can't keep my balance. Like, wow. And these glasses just ache like hell. Like, they just hurt on the side of the head with these pillars or whatever it's called. Like, these things right here, they just legit are around the ears, like, just painful as hell. Not that much, but it's just these were tightened. That's the thing. I mean, the way I could do it is untightening these, but I'm not gonna bother doing it because I did not want to like break off. I did not want to remove these pieces because it's just gonna take a while just for me to like put it all back together. I don't want to like waste my time doing all that because I want to be able to see properly with glasses because I don't want to go blind. It's bad, but well, I just have to go with what I got really. Anyways, let's not get into too much detail about that. Last part is production totals, and then I'll just end it there for tonight. Okay, so this is for between 1986 to 1986 to 1991. So that was for these 6 years. Well, 5, 6 years, something like that. Okay, so this is for all the Eldorado coupes from 86 to 91. Okay, here we go. Let's finish this one off. So in 86, they produced 21,000 said 21,342. So 21,342. In 87, they produced 17,000. So 17,775. The reason I say it like that is because it usually sounds like I'm saying 70, like 70, but it's 17, 17. So in 87, they produced 17,775. In 88, they produced 33,210. So 33,210. The most amount of all these 6 different versions from these 6 different years. So 33,210. In 89, they produced 27,000, 27,807. So 27,807. In 1990, in 1990, they produced 22,291. Say 22,291. Says 22,291. And last but certainly not the very least is 1991, which they produced the least amount of Dorado coupes, which is 16,212. So less than what 87 ads offer. So the least amount. So the least amount was 1991, and the most amount was 1988. 1988. So 1988. Okay, so wow, my God, I feel lightheaded right now. I'm just kidding. Dizzy, how much percent I got? Well, not dizzy, but I feel lightheaded for some reason. Oh, 23% I got. Not too bad. Ow. Not too bad, not too bad. Ow. God. That hurts. Okay, wow. That took forever. Less than 45 minutes. Not too bad, not too bad. Okay, so that's gonna wrap it up for tonight. So if you guys like this so for my next and final El Dorado video will be about the will be about the final version, which is the Gen 12. So the 12th generation El Dorado from 1992, say 1992 to 2002. Say from 1992 to 2002. Say 1992 to 2002. So this is going to be pretty interesting considering it's the last version of this car. And after that, God knows what else I'll do. I'll see what else I can do. So for my next and final video will be about the Gen 12 El Dorado from 1992 to 2000. So from 1992 so from 1990 to 2002. Okay. So let's see what the time is. Wow, 12:23 in the morning. Almost 12:30. It's almost 12:30. Man, I gotta do that last part as fast as I can because I do not want to end it at 12. And I sure as hell don't, because very soon I'm gonna be leaving and I ain't got long, I'm all packed up, but I have to wait until the right day I have to leave. So somewhere on the weekend I'll be leaving, and I'm not too sure if either Friday or Saturday, I'm not too sure, but whatever day happens, I will let you guys know when I'll be leaving and when I'll do the final video before I leave. But I promise I will come back and I will do more. I promise you guys I will do more as much as it takes, as much as I can as possible before I leave, and when I come back, I'll see how much, I'll see what I can do. So I'll see what I can do. Okay, so that'll be it. If you guys like this video, like and subscribe, comment down below what you guys think, hit the notification bell, and hit all so you literally don't want to make pretty uploads. Or since it's almost 12:30. Alright guys, I gotta go. I'll see you guys soon in the next video. But until then, stay safe, have a great evening. But until then, stay safe, have a great morning, and also. But until then, stay safe, stay safe. But until then, stay safe, have a great morning, but until then, stay safe, have a great morning, and also have a great day, and also have a great day, have a great day, and I'll see you guys soon in the next video. So, take care. So, take care, folks. Take care. So, take care, folks. Take care, folks. Stay safe out there. Say, take care, folks. So, take care, folks. Stay safe out there. Stay safe out there. And I'll see you guys soon. So, good, good night. So, good night, folks. So, good night, folks. So, good night.